I'm here with Tair.
Aye.
This is like take 5 or 6.
Take a million.
So we were talking about Overwatch 2 and how our experiences of it were kind of different from each other. Um, I found that there was a severe lack of cover and a lack of tank protection that negatively impacted my ability to strategize and protect myself in matches. Um, Tair had a somewhat different experience, I think. And he did spend more time playing it than I did, so I think his experience with the game is probably actually going to be a little bit more accurate than mine. So what do you think about the amount of cover versus the amount of cover in Overwatch 1? Like,
Hard to say because like as I had said before, the like with the second tank, like the concept of a main tank and a shield tank or like an off tank is always a thing. So games just went better if you had a Rhine or an Orisa or somebody with a shield
yeah.
as like a main tank, and then someone other off tank can be like a Roadhog or a Diva. But something just to like eat the damage. And like I think over the years of Overwatch, we've all conceptualized ourselves to that. But in Overwatch 2, with the lack of tank and some tanks even losing their shield, the idea that like we're all way more out in the open, as me ducking for cover more often or like trying to play around angles, that it certainly feels like there's a lack of cover.
So you are more out in the open in Overwatch 2, right? I mean, is that accurate to say?
Yeah, totally, because just the lack of the second tank dictates that. Dictates that, right?
Yeah. But just excluding the tanks from the equation, looking just at the maps, how would you say that the cover situation compares?
Hard to say because like the a lot of maps have returned, so like those maps are. I don't think they have changed anything about them. I haven't noticed any difference.
Yeah.
So like aside from the new maps with a lot more flanking routes being introduced, the idea that like there's a I don't know. I really think it's the lack of the second tank that dictates I don't know, the wide open spaces. Sorry, it's hard to focus while I'm being shot.
Well, I mean, there's no stakes to aim arena. It's okay if you die a little bit.
Sure, they're just loud.
Yeah, I actually turned my headset down because of that. So
Shot me.
we've talked about this before. I have a lot more fun playing with a controller, even though I do better with a mouse and keyboard. And it's so much less fun for me personally to use a mouse and keyboard that I would rather, I'd rather lose more games but have more fun playing with a controller.
This is baffling to me.
It is. But you know what? I realized something, when crossplay became a thing, what I'm doing is pretty much the same experience that like Hanzo mains on console are going to have when they enter crossplay, right? I mean, isn't it basically going to be the same thing? They don't have aim assist anymore, and they'll be playing with a controller rather than mouse and keyboard.
Yep. I think you're exactly right.
Yeah, and so I was wondering about that. Because I actually looked on YouTube for tips on playing with a controller because I wanted to also do well and have fun. And I found that there's like almost no footage on YouTube anywhere of anyone playing Hanzo with a controller in the PC pool. I just could not find it. And so I thought, hey, if it doesn't exist, I'll create it. And, at first it was just sort of a fun thing, just a personal challenge. Can I get good enough with a controller that I can really keep up with the mouse and keyboard players? Fun experiment. And a challenge, and I like challenge. I like challenging myself. But I thought this could actually be useful for people who are Hanzo mains on console. To see somebody doing well on YouTube and know that they could still potentially be as competitive as they were on console entering crossplay. But, I still have a lot of practice to do before I can really prove that to them, and I know that. But I do want more console players to play crossplay because that'll be a larger pool of players and we'll have less wait for matches, right? I mean,
Yep.
that's fair to say, isn't it? So if I can sort of dispel some of those worries that a Hanzo main from console might have by doing well with a controller, maybe I'm providing a valuable service, you know?
Sure.
You know, making it, and maybe, you know, I can make a little controller Hanzo club. I don't know. Maybe we could be a community of ridiculous controller players who try to do the impossible every day.
I was gonna say, I think you have to find someone else who does that.
Yeah, I have not been able to find anyone else. I may be the only one. Because, like, almost everybody I've talked about this is like, well, if you want to do better, just use mouse and keyboard. No problem. But you know how stubborn I am. Like, no, I want to do it my way. But I also want to get those PC Hanzos into the game. Because not only do I want more PC or more console players playing in the PC pool so we don't have to wait as long, some of the most fun matches I've ever played is where the other team has a Hanzo. So that it's a Hanzo v Hanzo battle. Two Hans bros throwing sticks at each other for 8 or 10 minutes to see who can throw them sticks the fastest and the furthest and the straightest. It's just, it's like a friendly rivalry, you know, a worldwide club of cybernetic gangster archer samurai anti-heroes, you know? We're the Hans Bros.
Searching?
Huh?
Do you mind if we start searching?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I just wanted to... So, yeah, I guess I should explain where I'm recording us in AIM Arena right now. This experience in AIM Arena, where it's just this big wide open space where we're all just nailing each other over and over, it would be, to me, an accurate representation of Overwatch 2 if we had to wait and spawn and run back to this place every time we died. Then that would be Overwatch 2. That's what Overwatch 2 felt like to me. AIM Arena, where we had basically 2 supports and 2 DPS on each team all killing each other, while the tanks basically focused on fighting one another, and you know, we would all just sort of come and join those 2 tanks as they fight, die, and then go and join them again. So really, Overwatch 2 to me felt like a 1v1 rather than a 5v5 because it's just tank v tank, and you know, the tank has a staff of assistants to help them, and that's about it. That's my feeling on Overwatch 2. So before we go into Q, what would you say is the best way for somebody like me playing Hanzo on PC with a controller to level the playing field? You know, to be competitive.
Probably practice.
Practice. What?
Not a Hanzo, and I don't play with the controller, so I don't think my opinion is terribly valid, but practice would be the way to go.
But what specifically should they practice? Just aiming?
Well, knowing your limitations, so being careful not to expose yourself to the enemy, I think is an invaluable tool.
So using the terrain to your advantage.
Using your spacing as your advantage, knowing where to be and having an idea of where the enemy is, even being mindful of flanking routes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right? Because when you turn, like, even if you have great...
Do you hear something pounding? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just heard some loud banging. Do you hear it? Okay. I didn't mean to interrupt. I think somebody might be knocking on the door. I'll be right back. I'm really sorry about the interruption. Our neighbor had been running water that was coming down through the vent in our bathroom here, so I was wondering if maintenance might have showed up to deal with that. Hopefully not, right? That's the last thing I feel like dealing with today on a Sunday. I knocked on their door, and I think they noticed what was going on and stopped the water. So, as we were saying, Using spacing, that's a good point. You know, staying at a distance where Hanzo would be more effective, right?
No, using their knowledge of the map, not put yourself in a precarious situation where you're going to get shot from behind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because in turning is going to be, well, about as slow as turning can be.
Yeah, because I have to use a really low sensitivity to be able to aim well, so I do have to position myself to where it's harder for people to get behind me. And if I am going to turn around, I have to do some lateral movement too to basically dodge while I can't see them and anticipate what might be happening. That's tough. But I have tried with a high enough sensitivity that I can turn quickly enough to respond to that. And it's just made it way harder to aim. And it really, you know, basically it wasn't worth the change. You know, the benefit that I got from being able to turn wasn't worth how inaccurate my aiming became, because it was so easy to overcorrect as you're trying to.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I try to find the highest level of sensitivity that I can aim with, to try to, you know, and actually right now I've got my sensitivity up to where it's somewhat more difficult to aim, but I do need at least that much turning speed to be able to respond to a Genji or a Doomfist or something. Let's go to skirmish. So I think I've found about the best balance I can find with that. Maybe if I get better, I can turn the sensitivity up a little bit more. That's...
Phew. Sorry, aim arena's really...
it's really loud.
Chaotic.
Yeah, that's why I turned my headset down. It was driving me nuts at first. Oof. I didn't see everybody else there.
Never surrender.
So I think this channel that I've started to sort of, I don't know, chronicle the whole process of me practicing with a controller. I think if Overwatch 2 becomes, you know, the only Overwatch, I mean, I might still do it. I'm definitely going to try, but I am kind of concerned that maybe it's no longer going to be a relevant project, considering how much of a disadvantage a controller Hanzo is going to be at if they try to do crossplay.
Oh, come on. You know how stubborn you are.
Well...
You really give that up?
I might. I mean, if I find that it's just, you know, if there's just no success to be had, and I just need to accept that, I won't stop playing Overwatch, but I'll probably stop playing Hanzo very much. I'll probably switch to somebody like Soldier or Junkrat, and I have a lot of fun playing Junkrat, so it's not like I won't still enjoy Overwatch, but I think I'll become a Junkrat main. If Overwatch 2's first beta is any representation of how the final game's going to actually be, I'll still play Hanzo sometimes, I guess. But I'm not going to be a Hanzo main anymore.
By the dragon.
That's just kind of a bummer. I mean, Hanzo's my favorite character in any game ever. It's just... to play, he's just... There it is again. That bumping.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, you got your headset on.
Yeah, maybe. Do you want to maybe leave the door open, just in case it is coming from outside?
I kind of wanted the door shut in case we get interrupted, or to prevent us getting... I kind of wanted to leave the door closed so we don't get interrupted.
Can you move your mic to your left?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to leave the door closed so we won't be interrupted.
Okay.
This is how the whole weekend's gone. I've tried to record and there's always been something that's interfered with it, and it's just... I think I actually blew a fuse in my brain because of just how frustrating this weekend has been. But, you know, maybe this will be the one, maybe this will be the time where things kind of come together. I certainly hope it will be. The bump went away, so maybe there's no cause for concern.
That Hanzo's name is Game At Me, bro.
Oh. So he's all about it. Game at me, bro.
Game At Me good.
I think I talked to you a little bit earlier about what my concept originally was going to be for my next video, which was practicing using Hanzo's, traversal ability and positioning to try to level the aim playing field. That's turned out to be really hard. With the queue times being what they are, I need to warm up before I can really play well. 2 or 3 games at least. And when you have 20, 30, 40 minutes between games, all that warm-up gets lost. You're cold again by the time you start. I have noticed that mouse and keyboard players don't have to warm up as much because there's not this sort of fine motor control aspect to the mouse that there is to analog sticks. So yet another advantage to playing mouse and keyboard over controller. And yet another disadvantage that console players are going to be at if they try to do crossplay. So, gosh, I was worried there wouldn't be enough challenges to this, But obviously,
I was thinking that something else that might be underutilized, just in the whole formula of Overwatch 2, is the ping system.
yeah.
So they have a ping system now, so you can look at a location and ping it, right? And if it's an enemy, it will mark that enemy for your whole team until they go out of eyesight from you.
Mm-hmm.
Eyesight.
I saw that ping, yeah.
And that might help to combat the flanky, dually nature of things, and also help people coordinate in this more loosey-goosey style method.
Yeah, that ping system screwed me over constantly. Got me killed, made it impossible to sneak up on anyone. So, it definitely works. If that's how it was intended to work, then it works great. I mean, I want to use it to my advantage, too, and not just be screwed by it, but that just wasn't how things unfolded for me. But, maybe I just need to learn how to take advantage of it. I saw that and I was like, that is really weird. What is this? Is this somebody's ability? Does somebody have something similar to Hanzo's Sonic Arrow? I've been wondering that whole time, so now I know. Thank you.
Actually, that might also be another disadvantage from you. You can't have the ability to ping someone accurately, because it doesn't matter where you point it, right? So I could see that being another challenge.
Yeah. And gosh, I was worried there wouldn't be enough challenges. I was worried this wouldn't be difficult enough. Well, we're 7 minutes and 28, 29, 30 into queue.
Hanzo, kill your brother. Oh.
Oh, did you see somebody in chat there was accusing somebody else of hacking? That's funny.
Well, yeah, there was Sombras. Of course there was hacking.
Oh my gosh. It just took us out of skirmish but didn't give us a game. Awesome. I realize that this is an effect of the Overwatch 2 beta ending on Tuesday, and people are just getting in as much time with it as they can, but this, man, that made for some very bad experiences this weekend. I'm trying to overcome that, though, and not let it get into my head. Game found. I'll believe it when I fucking see it. Okay.
We're defending.
Of course. And it's an AB. An AB. Anytime that you're going to wait for a really long time in queue, it's going to be an A point, B point match. It's just how it goes. Usually it's Volskaya that I get after I've waited for a really long time. The most garbage map in the entire game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, on all of my 40+ minute waits from yesterday,
With honor.
it was like twice actually. So both of my 40+ minute waits yesterday
I believe you are mistaken.
um, ended up with me getting a game in Volskaya, and I was just happy when those particular matches were over. And Blizzard is an absolute master at ruining good things that they make. Like, StarCraft Ghost is probably the earliest example of that. If they had released that game instead of just permanently shelving it, they would have had, at that time, the best third-person shooter ever made.
Junkrat isn't getting shit. Lucio, please don't die.
Marked by the dragon.
We got a monkey on point. Oh, never mind. Dead monkey. Ah! Widow up top, if you can take her out.
Oh,
In the doorway.
and which doorway?
Main doorway, the one we're all looking for.
Oh,
Oh, never mind. She's moved.
See through the dragon's eyes.
yeah, where did she go?
Probably someplace else to snipe. She just EMET Eva.
Are we sure that May's not a tank? And they just forgot to tell us that.
I really think she should be. Does not make sense for her not to be.
Well, she's tanky enough because I just headshotted her twice, and she still had a little piece of health left after each one.
Dang it, Junkrat, get over here. Shoot, Hanzo, shoot!
That's probably my biggest objection to this match type, is that it reinforces that super boring playstyle of just dumping damage into the opposing team's front line until they start to die.
By the dragon.
Damn it.
You did a good job healing there. I missed a couple of, well, more than a couple of extremely easy shots, but this is my first game. I'm not warmed up at all, so I'm giving myself a break on that.
Well, that's good.
Only downside is that every match that we get today will be basically my first match of the day, because I won't be warmed up for any of them.
Nah, you're good.
Well, I know. I'm not going to be warmed up at all, because, when it's so long in between games, you lose all that warm-up. All that sort of mental and physical calibration, that's gone. After a few minutes, it expires. It doesn't just stay. You cool down, essentially.
Here's some healing goo for you.
This is where they're going to be.
Yep. They're behind.
Oh, awesome. Not Widow. She's head-clicking me from the front. Oh, May sniped me.
Shoot goo! Go goo shooting! Where the heck did that Lucio go? May's down there.
Where at? Just below the point? Is May below the point? No, May's behind me.
Oh, okay.
I'm.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ah, keep falling. Is Widowmaker?
Up top. I hear they're up top.
Which side?
The one that makes more sense.
Yeah, I have no idea what her location is, though. I'll look upstairs, though. I'll watch for her upstairs.
No, that was Winston. He's down here now.
Oh, okay. Oh, there is Widowmaker. Oh, wow. She got close enough to drain me even with my healers around. And she didn't even die with our entire team right there. It always amazes me that Moira's able to just jump into an entire team and drain somebody with their whole team like inches away.
Fucking frick.
What do I have to do to kill a Lucio? Jeez.
Go, go.
Ugh. Isn't it frustrating when you make like an impossible shot, but it's a body shot and they just go get healed?
Yeah, can you put a sonic arrow in the top left window?
Yeah, I was just on cooldown until now.
Dead. I think I'm dead.
Me too.
Go, go.
Wouldn't it be great if my phone wasn't making a big obnoxious alarm right now?
Surrender to my will.
Oh, that is unbelievable that that happened right then. Unbelievable. Okay. Do not disturb mode. I vote for you.
Wow, that Lucio did a lot of healing.
Yeah, definitely. Well, now that I've lost my endorsement rating, my level 4, I think the spell is broken. I went on almost like a 2-month streak of not having a single game, except for maybe one occasionally where I didn't get endorsed, like multiple times. Now, since I've lost my endorsement rating, I haven't gotten a single endorsement. So I've been dropping towards 2. All because I wanted to be a nice guy and let this guy play Hanzo. They count it as an early leave. And they punish.
Traveling to Mumbai.
With every death
Graham apple.
comes honor.
Oh, man.
With honor, redemption.
Did you catch how long it said it was going to be in queue?
Nope. I don't think they have those numbers.
Oh, they do. It always tells me. I just forgot to look this time.
Like before you pick your role.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not there for me.
I wonder if it's because we're in a group and that's why it wasn't visible.
Let's shrug.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Oh, he's gonna try to ambush me and fan the hammer. Oh no, a chill game. Oh, I am out of here.
Life is a highway.
Out of here.
Traveling to Havana.
When I see people just sitting around and not fighting in skirmish,
Every death
I dip.
comes honor.
I leave.
With honor,
I find a better one.
redemption.
Weird that this used to be one of the new maps.
The Havana map?
Mm-hmm.
Or Havana?
Marked by the dragon.
Activating the barrier. Compensate crusaders! Don't worry, my friend. Strike! I have found thee! Come and face me!
See that which is unseen.
Wow. Brigida's got some range on that whip shot.
Dragon.
I have found the enemy!
Yep.
Come and face me!
This head clicker just keeps clicking my head. Wow. I got a health pack. It brought me back up to 85.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Nipper. You've seen Symmetra's sitting emote, right?
Restored.
Oh, yeah. She has her own little chair.
Some amazing person
Now
had
arriving at Midang
posted a picture of it and was like, I don't know who this woman is, but I'm pretty sure she's going to divorce me.
Oh, God.
Honor,
That's awesome.
redemption.
I'm not warmed up anymore.
See that which is unseen.
Oh no.
Dang it.
Start a barbecue then.
Oh, I wish there was something we could do. Barbecue or fish fry or whatever.
Is that the best?
Sorry, Roadhog. I feel bad for Roadhog in Overwatch 2. He's just not usable.
Did you hear the buff he got?
No.
So they made his ultimate, like whenever you do whole hog, he like slaps on that thing and just starts shooting away, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've switched it so that
See through the dragon's
instead of
eyes.
it being like a channeling thing, like Moira's laser beams, it's more of a like Genji ult. Like Genji pulls out his sword, and even if you smack him or stun him, he's not going to put it away until his time is done.
Mm-hmm.
So with a single click, you can have him shoot the whole hog, and he can switch between healing or hooking, and you can actually do some pretty lethal combos of hooking someone and then shooting them with the whole hog because they're right in your face.
See through the dragon's eyes.
I don't know if it helps him any, but at least he did get something, right?
Yeah. That'll help him during his ult. The rest of the time, not so much, but...
Traveling to Nepal. Prepare Select your hero.
I'm in my grieving period. I will recover though.
I will survive. Hey, hey.
With
All right,
every
Berguda,
death comes honor.
do the thing.
You know, it's still going to be a while before Overwatch 2 releases, right?
What's
It's
that?
still going to be a while before Overwatch 2 comes out.
Yep.
You know,
I would have severe doubts that it would be this year.
well, I think in that amount of time,
5, 4,
we'll be able to have enough data to know for sure
round 1.
if my central question is answered. Or what the answer is. Can a controller player keep up with mouse and keyboard players on PC? Yep, we'll know by then. So maybe it's not the end of the world that it is what it is. Oh my god. How did that Reinhardt survive that? How did our Reinhardt not take him out with me shooting the crap out of him at the same time? That is frustrating.
Oh, just flatten that Mercy. What are we even doing?
Oh man.
Hey, look, I'm the only one on fire.
I want to be on fire.
Oh, smack.
See through the dragon's
I like to think I helped.
You helped.
Thanks.
You port of the team, you help.
Yay.
marked by the dragon.
He went bowling. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow, they just... They hit that hard and fast, didn't they?
My honor.
He also burned a lot of ult, so.
Oh great, I just charged Zarya up a little bit.
The tanks are flanking left.
See through the dragon's eyes.
I found a health pack.
I am healed. Marked by the dragon.
What? Wow, the Junkrat trap nipped me. Mercy, can you revive me? Mercy? No? Okay.
Next round. Огонь по готовности.
Do you see how far I just got launched back?
Wow, I was right where that black hole was being launched.
0.
Like I just saw it. Poke under my feet.
I think that was a whip shot from Brigitte.
Oh, maybe.
Suddenly I'm just flying backwards like
I
a
believe
jet.
you are mistaken.
Talk to the feast.
All right, game face on.
Hello. KO. KO. KO.
Mace to the face.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Love the mace to the face line.
That is cool.
See that which is unseen.
Oh, where'd Reinhardt go? Decided not to shield? That's cool.
This is not your time.
Oh, get out of there. Oh, stupid Doomfist. What the fuck? God damn it.
Oh, wow, I missed such an easy shot right there. On, Soldier. Oof. I'm embarrassed. That's okay. We can just delete this video. Nobody will ever have to see that I missed that shot.
This is my will.
There. I made up for my shot from earlier.
Огонь по готовности.
Wow. I think I lose most of my one-on-ones against Junkrat at close range.
I must redeem myself.
Winston report.
Marked by the dragon.
I shot that tire. I shot that tire. And it was a fully charged shot. I don't understand how it didn't blow up.
Fuck!
Healing stream engaged.
Do you know how much health a Rip Tire has?
Sterben nicht.
I'm claiming this objective.
Heroes never die.
At least that's not the game, though. One more shot.
Score.
I'd be playing a totally different match right now if I had been warmed up for it.
Sorry, what was that?
If I had been warmed up for this match, I'd be playing a completely different match.
Ah. I'm gonna try and damage boost us to point, see if that'll help.
I might be a little bit more warmed up now, but I don't know. Usually takes me 2 or 3 games.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
Guess I'm just gonna have to learn to play cold, you know? Be good without warm-ups.
Healing stream engaged.
I just shot the wall, so pretty safe to say that warm-up is not there yet. When I'm warmed up, there's this thing I can do where I just kind of will the shot to go where I want it to go. I know that translates to a lot of little micro corrections that are kind of done with eye-hand coordination. This Lucio they have is really good. Everything he just did, he did it while hiding in the corner from me. Alright, I'm going to try to will my shots to go where I want them to.
Heroes never die.
Oh, let's break it!
The battle continues.
I've got you in my sights. My arrow finds its mark.
About like that, yeah.
Let's coordinate our efforts.
See that which is unseen.
Wow, Reinhardt's far up there.
Let's get you back in the fight. Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
They have returned from death.
Огонь по готовности.
Dang, I thought I saved us when I shot the rip tire, but I did not.
Fuck.
A minor.
It's working now. I'm able to kind of will the shots in.
Hooray!
It takes a lot of shots to get my my coordination to start working in that manner. But it is working. For how long, I can't say.
I am healed.
Ich bin da.
You are in my sights. Marked by the dragon.
What in the hell? I just started sliding there.
Oh, let's break it! Tair!
Helden sterben nicht.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Deine Göttin ist da.
Fucking crap got me again.
Mm.
The battle continues.
Defeat.
I tried.
Attempts.
Yeah.
Play of the game.
Oh, you're awesome.
Jamie.
Just beating him to death.
Double.
Ah, no endorsements. Well, you still have to you still have to like. I think at that once you get to 3, you have to usually have some kind of a disciplinary thing happen in order to drop down to 2. So,
Oh, we had a Junkrat for a time. I didn't even know.
yeah. So I doubt I'm going to drop down to a 2. Um, at least not anytime soon. All right, I'm just checking real quick. Oh yeah, since we're in a group, it's not going to tell us the expected queue time.
Hey, look, I can learn a loot box for being support for some reason.
That's cool. All right, joining the queue. I'm going to drop us into a skirmish.
Traveling to Mumbai.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
All right. I'm watching myself. See?
You're asleep?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will not be defeated so easily.
I'm going to pause the recording until we get there. All right, we finally got another game. And we're getting rolled. Mainly because of me. I was not there.
The payload has reached the ship.
My damage zone is upon me.
My arrow finds its mark. See,
Oh, that's it for me. Oh no, I lived. Oh wow. It's almost like this game didn't happen, isn't it? Have you ever seen a team reach the... Have you ever seen a team push a payload this fast before? It's kind of amazing to see. It's kind of like a marvelous thing to see. Grenaded. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording again.